Morning Year 4, this is your maths lesson for Wednesday the 18th and we are carrying on with our multiplication unit, but today we will be focusing on division of the 6 times table. So our WALT today, we are learning to recall and use division facts for the 6 times table. Okay, to start us off this morning, can you just tell me or show me writing down in your exercise book some multiplication facts for the 6 times table? So I showed you a couple yesterday where I used the dice and things. I might pull out some loaves of bread, each with 6 inside, and I've pulled out 5 of them there this morning. So I'm showing 5 times 6, and then I'd work out the answer to that one. I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes to do that, so pause the video here so you can have a go at showing me some in your books. My challenge for today, though, it says at the bottom, can you give the related division fact? So if I have shown 6 times 5 up here, which I'm pretty confident the answer is 30, can you then show me the division fact next to it? So I'm looking for 30 divided by, and it could be the 5 or the 6, gives me the other answer. Okay, off you go and have a go at that. Well done, guys, that looks brilliant. We're going to move on now, and we're going to talk about what division means. So yesterday we looked at different words for multiplication. What other words are there for division? What words mean the same as division? Maybe if something's divisible by it, shared equally into groups, the word divide, and we're going to be thinking about the inverse of division today. So the inverse of division, hopefully you know from yesterday, is our multiplication, and they go really nicely together when we do our facts because we can twist them over. What is a division fact for multiples of 6? What is it not then? Just making sure we have the right number around. So with my previous example, we had 30 divided by 6 equals 5, or indeed we could have had 30 divided by 5 equals 6. But just have a think about why we can't have it written as 6 divided by 5 equals 30. Why does that one not work? Maybe you can have a look at using a bar model to show me in your exercise books, or just have a think about why that doesn't work. Okay, we're going to go straight back to our 100 square then. So it says, why are they coloured in this way? I might have used different colours than I did yesterday, but why is 6, 12, 24 and 48 in one colour, 18, 36 and 72 in a different colour? Can you have a think as to why that might be? Excellent, yes, you've remembered. This is how we built our tables. So we were using those if I know, then I know facts. So we knew that 6, 12, 24 and 48 were in one colour because we doubled them. The same for the red ones, 18, 36 and 72. And then the same for the 60 and the 30 because they were halved. And we worked out those pesky answers by adding one group of 6 or taking one group of 6 away from one of the ones we knew. That's going to really help us today when we're looking at our division. So, can you have a go in your books at calculating these questions, please? Off you go. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to work those out and you pause the video. If not, you can do so now. But just have a look at these facts. 18 divided by 6 is our first question. And what it's really asking to use our multiplication is something times by 6 is 18. So that's the same question as a multiplication. We've used that inverse to work it out. So how many 6s in 18? Or 18 divided into 6 equal groups. So you could swap it around and use the inverse to work out your answer. Or you could have drawn a bar model. And I apologise because I've just drawn over that. But we have our whole number at the top, meaning our 18. And it was split into 6 equal groups. It's then asking what goes into each equal group. And big well done if you worked out that that answer was 3. Excellent. Okay, next answer, 30 divided by 6. In the same way, it's asking how many 6s go into 30. So the answer there should have been 5. 36 divided by 6, how many 6s go into 36? The answer is 6. And the last one, something equals 54 divided by 6. So it's still asking how many 6s go into 54, but the question is the other way around. Don't let that confuse you. So how many 6s into 54? Now I know that's one of my pesky answers. 6, 12, 18, 24. You could do it up your fingers, or we know already from up here that 6 6s are 36. So how many more 6s does it take to get to 54? And I can then work out that my answer over here would be 9. You could have also done 6 times 10, because that's one of the ones that's close by, would have been 60. And then we could have taken away one group of 6 from the side to give us our 54. Excellent, give yourselves a tick if you got those right. Okay, our problem solving section then. So we have a problem and Teddy says, if 6 times 2 is 72, then 12 divided by 6 is 72. Is Teddy correct? Explain your answer. So I think you'll be pretty good at having a go at that one now, because we've spoken about it having to be the right way around. And thinking about if we drew our bar model for his second answer, he's telling us that his answer, his whole number is 12. And he's asking us to split it into 6 equal boxes, but he's actually telling us that in those equal boxes, the answer is 72. Now, if we added up 72 6 times, I'm pretty confident that it's not going to be 12. So see if you can work out what he's done wrong and how to move those numbers around. Then we've got our always, sometimes, never. So it says, if a number is a multiple of 3, it is also a multiple of 6. Explain why you think this. So remember, our multiples are just numbers in the times table. So I know 3, 6, 9, 12. And I can dot, dot, dot and keep going for my 3 times table and then counting my 6 times table. 6, 12, 18. And you might have already noticed that some of those answers are the same. I have the 6 in both and I have the 12 in both at the moment. I wonder if you carried on writing out your 3 times table and your 6 times table, how many would be the same and how many would be different? And therefore, if a number is in the multiple of 3, it's also a multiple of 6. So is every answer in the multiple of 3 a multiple of 6? Or is it actually the other way around? Well done on that bit. Okay, my Emmett problem. Emmett thinks that 42 divided by 6 is 8. I know the 42 is in the 6 times table, so I'm going to say that's correct. But do you agree? And explain how you know. Maybe Miss Fowler and Emmett have made a mistake. Maybe we haven't done the right times table. Can you jot down in your exercise book or somewhere what you think the answer is, what mistake Emmett and myself may have made, and make sure we are doing our 6 times 8 to check it. And I know that one was in my doubling in my yellow on my grid today. Excellent, well done. Okay, your task is quite straightforward then today. So on the sheet, when you scroll down on our timetable, you're going to have 3 activities: our do it, our go deep, and go deeper. So our do it today is some simple division facts. 24 divided by 6 to start off with. Again, just remind yourself the question is asking you how many 6s into 24. This question here, how many 6s in 30? Okay, and you can pop those answers along the side. Then for your go deep activity, it says to choose the correct number or symbol from the cloud to fill in the boxes. So I have something divided by something is 6 down here. You're going to have to work out which answers and which numbers can go in there. And then I have something equals 600 something 10. So you're going to need to work out which symbol that is for that one. You might be able to work out if there is more than one way using the numbers that they've given, or maybe you can work out using different numbers afterwards. Okay, for your go deeper activity this morning, it says to find the missing numbers. So we have used these grids before, but maybe not for a while. So I'm just going to cut a bigger line down there and a bigger line across. And remember that when we use these, we're using the columns across. So I'm looking for a number here, for instance, this number times by this number, And if I work my fingers across, that would work out to the 15. So what times what equals 15? Now this doesn't have to be in the 6 times table, but some of them definitely will. So I can work out already that 15 isn't in my 6 times table, but I'm pretty sure my 42 is. So for example, you might write a 5 and a 3 in here. Then I'd still use those numbers. 3 times what maybe would be the answer to here. Something times what is going to be 42, and see if you can match those numbers in my column and my row. And it does say how many solutions are there, so this can definitely be completed more than once. I wish you luck with that today. You can now pause the video here and have a go at those activities. Again, they're on the sheet if you need, or you can just draw those into your exercise books. And once you're finished, just come back here for the last 10-20 seconds of the video. Good luck. A huge well done to you for having a go at that activity. I know I'm looking forward to seeing some of your photos and your evidence today. Just going to take you to our learning pit today then. How did you find that lesson? Where are you on the learning pit now? Are you more confident with your 6 times table and your division facts? Maybe that you would have started off down here, not overly confident, and now maybe you're working your way up and you have improved. It's all about keeping going and trying. Well done for today, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.